Let's talk about something you've probably never given a second thought to, that simple little pill in your medicine cabinet. We're going to pull back the curtain and look at the incredible science that makes sure every single one is safe and effective.
I mean, it seems so simple, right? Just a little disc of powder. But to get it perfect, so it does exactly what it's supposed to every single time, well, that's a whole different story. It relies on this amazing system of checks and balances designed to keep us all safe.
So who's in charge of all this? In the pharmaceutical world, it all comes down to two key players: quality assurance and quality control. Now, they might sound like the same thing, but they have totally different and totally vital jobs. Okay, here's the best way to think about it. Quality assurance, or QA, is kind of like the architect of a building. It's proactive. It designs the whole process from the ground up to prevent problems from ever happening. Then you have quality control, or QC. That's more like the building inspector who shows up at the end. It's reactive, testing the finished product to find any flaws. You absolutely need both the blueprint and the inspection to get it right.
So, before any pill ever gets close to a pharmacy's shelf, every single batch has to go through what I call the testing gauntlet. It's this whole series of intense physical and chemical tests designed to prove it's up to the job.
And that's a really good question. Just think about the journey a pill takes, right? It's made in a factory, gets shaken up in a bottle, shipped across the country, maybe rattled around in a backpack. It's got to be tough. So how do they actually measure that?
The answer is a test for something called friability. It's a great word, huh? It basically just asks, how easily does this thing crumble? The whole point is to make sure the tablet can take a beating without breaking down before it's supposed to.
The test itself is actually pretty cool. They take a sample of tablets, weigh them very carefully, and then pop them into this machine, a Roche friabilitor, where they get tumbled around for exactly 100 spins. After that, they weigh them again. To pass, they have to lose less than 1% of their original weight. That's it. It's a simple but really effective way to test durability.
Okay, so we've made a pill that's tough and won't fall apart. Great. But that creates a brand new problem. If it's too strong, it might not break down in your body at all, meaning the medicine never gets out. It is a super delicate balancing act.
And this is where the hardness test comes in. It literally measures the exact amount of force it takes to crack a tablet. It's all about finding that perfect sweet spot. Tough enough for the journey, but soft enough to do its job once it gets where it's going.
And the level of detail here is just amazing. A standard pill needs to handle somewhere between 4 and 10 newtons of force, but a chewable tablet, way softer, around 3 newtons. And then you've got sustained release tablets, the ones that work over many hours. Those have to be much tougher, somewhere between 10 and 20. Every single type has its own precise target.
You know, this might just be the most important question of all. With powerful drugs, even a tiny little difference in the dose can be a huge deal. So how do they guarantee every single pill is the same?
Well, the first line of defense is the weight variation test. They take a sample and weigh each tablet individually, and the rules are incredibly strict. See here, for a bigger tablet, 1 over 324 milligrams, the weight can't be off by more than 5%. It's the first major step to making sure everything is consistent.
But for the really potent drugs, the ones with tiny active doses, they have an even more intense test: content uniformity. This time, they're not just weighing the pill. They're doing a chemical analysis to find the exact amount of the drug inside. And the rule is super specific. 9 out of 10 tablets they test have to be within 85 to 115% of the dose it says on the label. And that 10th one can't be too far off either. This is the ultimate guarantee you're getting the right dose.
Okay, so we have this perfectly made tablet. It's durable, it's the right hardness, the dose is spot on. But all of that is totally useless if the medicine just stays locked inside, right? The final, and you could argue most important piece of the puzzle, is getting the drug out. And this happens in 2 main stages. First, you have disintegration. That's just the tablet breaking apart into smaller bits. But the real magic happens in step 2, dissolution. That's when the actual drug dissolves into the fluid in your stomach, so your body can absorb it. As they say in the business, no dissolution, no effect.
And you better believe this whole process is on the clock. According to the official standards, a normal, uncoated tablet has to fully break apart within 30 minutes. That ensures the medicine gets to work quickly and reliably every time.
So a pill could pass all of those tests with flying colors on the day it was made. But what about a year from now? Or 2 years?
The last big challenge is the test of time itself.
And this is where stability testing comes in. To figure out a drug's shelf life, they store batches under all sorts of conditions. You've got long-term studies at normal room temperature, sure, but to get results faster, they also do what are called accelerated studies, cranking up the heat and humidity to basically simulate time passing more quickly. By testing the pills over and over under these stressful conditions, they can be really confident about that expiration date on the bottle.
So after all that, after being tumbled, crushed, precisely measured, and put through the ravages of time, what does it all add up to? What have we really achieved here?
It all comes down to this one really powerful idea. Every single test, every standard, every step in this whole complicated dance exists for one reason: to build a system of trust. It's the guarantee that the pill you're taking is exactly what it claims to be, from the day it's made to the day it expires.
This whole science of quality control is like this invisible shield. And it's not just for our medicine. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple things that we use every single day have this incredible, unseen world of science working behind the scenes to protect